All right, guys, how about this? My next man here is main eventing one of the most pivotal fights in his division in Qatar against Arman Tsarukyan. No doubt about it. Winner of this has to get the next shot at the title. Here he is here, Dan Hooker. Welcome back to Submission Radio. Man, we ran into each other in Perth, but this is a good time for us to catch up. I think this is a better time for us to catch up.
This is a better time. Let's let the boys have their moment,
Mm-hmm. Dude, I got to say, the news came out. It's official. You and Arman in Qatar, November 22nd. Fucking, it's all happening, bro. It's all cooking. Tell me, how does it feel now that it's all official?
Yeah, it's like been in the works for a while now. Obviously, like I kind of figured, like just looking at the landscape of the division, that this fight was the only fight that was going to happen for me. I knew what, because I heard that Arman like was officially offered Gamrot when I was suspended, and he turned that down, and so I knew full well that between Gamrot and myself, Gamrot and Arman, there's no one ranked. Like he doesn't want to fight anyone lower, and I knew that no one ranked in front of me would want the fight, would want to risk that position. So I knew that the fight would come together eventually, just because purely I know that a lot of people try to avoid him in the division. You know, the champ, I feel like, doesn't want that fight, which it makes a lot of sense to a lot of other people, to like look for the fight that makes the most sense for them, and to talk their way out of like bad stylistic matchups or tough opponents. But yeah, that's probably the number one reason what drew me to this fight, is because I think he is the best fighter in the division at this weight, and I want to beat him.
Mm. Did the UFC try to propose Charlie Olives for you at all as the last minute backup for that fight?
Oh, there was like talks. I only got my hand signed off yesterday. Decision signed. So I've not been medically cleared until yesterday, which you'll see why this fight was announced today. Is probably the last kind of hurdle to get across the line before they could announce this fight. To be honest, I think Arman's a tougher fighter. I think he's a harder fight. I think the Charles Oliveira fight is an exciting fight for the fans. I think that's an exciting fight. But I feel like I just felt like if you beat Charles, then there's still gonna be question marks. I feel like whoever wins this fight between me and Arman, I feel like if I beat Arman, um, you have to fight for the title next. I feel like that puts you head and shoulders above everyone else as the next guy in line to fight for a title.
Oh, for sure, man. I think a lot of people see Arman as the toughest, sort of one of the toughest fights in the division, even more so than Ilia Topuria. Like when you look through the rankings and you look at Arman, do you think he's the toughest fight in the division?
Oh yeah, I'd agree with that. I do. A lot of other guys do, and that's why they try to avoid it. But you guys know me; I don't do things the easy way. I want the toughest road. Um, Possible. I love it. I love it. You know, everyone will be saying the same old stuff. They're gonna think that he's better than me, and that I'm not gonna be able to beat him. But really brings out the best of me. I feel like this fight, everything's on him to prove. He's just got to beat. He's just got to whoop this old man, and he'll get himself a title shot. So I feel like the onus is on him. The onus is on him to prove himself, and for me, that leaves myself with a lot of freedom. I can come in there with no weight on my shoulders and just come in full of venom. You know, I am full of venom for this fight. Yeah, when we come in there, I'm just going to be looking to hurt him. I can't wait.
Dude, it's kind of perfect, right? Because This last fight you had was Gamrot. That was someone that no one wanted to fight. You took him out. Now you're fighting Arman. No one wants to fight him in the division, champion included. You're on your way to taking him out. So this is the process for Dan Hooker. You want the best of the best, the biggest challenges. You want to go out there. You want the best fights, the toughest fights. But in terms of Arman, man, do you reckon this is the most you've kind of not liked an opponent going into a fight in your career?
Yeah, but that's the thing about it. I could not like him.
Mm.
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna try and kick his head off. I'm gonna try. It makes no difference to me. It's more exciting for the fans, obviously, with the build up and the tension and stuff like that. He's a bit of a donkey with his words. He's not going to say anything really interesting, or to say anything to try to piss me off would be very difficult. But yeah, it'll be exciting for the fans for the press conference and getting in each other's faces and that, because yeah, I think there's a lot of animosity there. I don't like the way I don't like his face. I don't like that his face is attached to his body, and I would love to separate the two. I don't like the bloke. I don't know anything about him, but I hate everything he stands for. Um, can't wait to elbow him in the nose.
It doesn't hurt though, having that as a motivation to get it. Like you're a professional. You're always going to be in training. You're going to always be in shape. But it doesn't hurt to make this comeback, having that kind of, like you mentioned, venom fueling you. When it comes to Arman and this fight week, do you think he's going to, stand for what he said he was going to do? Like, if I see Dan, it's on. Or do you believe now that the fight's official and you guys see each other, do you anticipate he's going to be a lot more quieter now?
Nah, I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck. If he comes in arm's range of me, like, I'm gonna hit him. That's the long and short of it, and the fight's gonna be off. Like, I don't care about that. That's what I'm saying. If you put me near the guy, the fight, and I feel like he feels the exact same way. If you put me near the guy, I'm gonna try and hit him and throw shit at him and piss him off. Yeah, that's not really my concern. The UFC wants this fight to happen, so I feel like it's on them to keep us away from each other. There's shit, and there's guys that do it for show, and stuff like that. But yeah, it's not. This is not necessarily the build up for a fight. If Whether they pay me $1 million and hit him inside of a cage, or whether I bump into him in the car park and the whole shebang gets cancelled, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Mm. I mean, you're one of the toughest fights in the division. You've been in there with the best of the best. I always feel like whenever Arman talks about you, he kind of underestimates what you've achieved, how tough you are to fight. Do you believe that he might be underestimating you going in here, or do you think he knows what he's got himself in for with this fight in
Love it,
Qatar?
love it. I would love if he did. I would love if he did. Um, yeah, like, he doesn't like. I play the game the way I like to play the game. I like to have wild fights and do exciting stuff for the fans, and like, I just like to fight. Like, just a fighter's fighter. I like to
Mm-hmm.
fight more than I like to win, and that's just something that he can't understand. He's a competitor. Um, but I choose to fight like that. That's just the way that I choose. I feel like he couldn't be me if he wanted to. He's very good at winning fights and playing the game and being a martial artist, but we don't fight for the same reasons. He fights to be cool, and so people give him attention, and he gets likes on Instagram and shit like that. I fight because it's in my blood. I fight I fight because it's just what I love to do. I fight because I love to fight. We fight for very different reasons, and he's gonna find that out November 22nd. That I'm in there. I'm in there because I want to be in there.
Mm. I think you're a rare breed, man. You're kind of like an artist, and the octagon is your canvas. And I feel like we've gotten a chance to see you put out some masterpieces in the past. I feel like this one is going to be another masterpiece. What, in terms of the fight, I mean, Arman is known for his grappling. Obviously, he's just submitted Benson Henderson in another grappling contest. Do you believe Arman's plan is just to try to get in on your hips, try to take you down, try to keep you down? Or do you believe he'll actually stand with you and try to mix it up with you on the feet?
Fuck no. I'll touch him and he'll panic shoot. And he'll panic shoot and he'll panic shoot. That's he don't like to fight, let alone fight the way that I like to fight. He's gonna just shoot and try and grab me and try to get out of there without getting hurt, and that's just not how I play the game. But then the onus is on me to keep it on my feet, keep separated, and to make it an exciting fight. It's the same thing. Like, Gamrot's not an exciting fighter. The only reason that was an exciting fight was that he fought me. That's what made that exciting, and that's why this is going to be an exciting fight to actually watch. It's not Arman. It's just that Arman's unlucky enough to fight me, and so yeah, they have to beat me, and I'm going to be bringing it the whole time.
Mm. You mentioned it, man. This one is for the title 100%. Because if you look at everybody else in the division, right? Paddy Pimblett, he's coming off a win over Michael Chandler. And then Justin Gaethje, yes, he has beaten Fiziev, but that wasn't exactly, like a landslide performance. You're coming in off a 3-fight win streak. You're the last guy who fought and beat Gamrot, beating Arman, the guy that many people feel like should have gotten the title shot to begin with. I mean, what question mark could there be left? This is 100% got to be for the title, right?
It would be that's what that's what makes sense to me as well. And we're lucky enough that we got 1 or 2 titles in the division. I get my hand raised. This is a big fight. Regardless, I get my hand raised against Arman. I think you can fight for either. Like, if the undisputed title is busy, I'd like that Max fight. I'd like that BMF title shot as well. And I feel like Arman Tsarukyan. It's just, getting my hand. If he wins, no one wants to see him fight for BMF because he's a fucking boring motherfucker. They want to see me fight for it. So it's a undisputed title eliminator for both of us, and then it's a BMF and undisputed title eliminator for myself.
Yeah, and for Ilia to put you versus Ilia, coming off this Arman win, if things go to plan, dude, that's a huge fight, right? Like, you and Ilia, you get through Arman, you show the world, hey, this is my next shot. I mean, I reckon that's a massive fight, you and Ilia Topuria, for that undisputed belt. The styles, the build-up, couldn't be any bigger, I reckon.
I'd love to go to Spain. I'd love to go back to Spain, sir. We could do it over there. Marbella.
I love it.
Can we do UFC Marbella?
Dude, well, you're going to Qatar, and you're going on the mission to Qatar, beat Arman, then go over to Spain, beat Ilia, become the world champ. But how do you feel about fighting in Qatar, by the way?
5% tax, my boy.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty happy. As a prize fighter, I want the biggest prize, and Qatar is singing my name, brother.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, man. I love how excited everyone is about this fight. I feel like everyone's been waiting for you to come back. Now that it's official, everyone's so excited for this thing. By the way, it's free, so people don't have to buy it. This is and it's such a big fight. I feel like it's hilarious because with the title, it's just like there was no clear path, and I feel like you guys have now created that path. Hey, by the way, just quickly, man, I was talking about Perth. What about your team? 4-4, 4-4 in Perth. A couple of new faces in the UFC. I mean, you're the OG of the team captain. Man, you must be so proud of what the team was able to achieve in Perth.
Yeah, no, there was incredible performances by the whole gang. But yeah, like I've been in the gym getting ready for this, and so I've seen I was there for all of these boys' camps, so it was pretty cool to see. Yeah, and it was like the big man camp. We obviously had heavyweights and light heavyweights. And Cam's an enormous middleweight, so there was all the big boys were in the gym, cranking it out with each other. And then since they're gone, we all kind of walked in the gym and we're like, oh man, it's the little people are back. Like all the biggies are gone out, and it's time for the the welterweights and the middleweights and the lightweights to get in there and have a crack. So it's exciting again. But all of those boys performed incredibly in the gym and went out there and really shone a lot of the things that we were working on behind closed doors, which was really cool to see.
Huge, bro. Like, I think what CKB and you guys have been able to achieve at Elite MMA, like we saw with Fighting Nerds, they got a lot of flack because they started to lose, but that's just what happens in the sport. It's impossible to keep winning. And you guys are bringing in new people all the time. Anyway, I think it's like people don't give you guys the credit that you deserve is what I'm saying, because it's very rare.
This for me was a shine that like a real shine that the city kickboxing system and coaches and stuff that they all have in place is really here to stay, because like we do have that generation of like me, Kai, Israel and stuff like that who did succeed. Israel got the title, succeeded at the higher level. So city kickboxing has been through what the fighting nerds went through. We get everyone patting on the back and telling you're amazing and you're the best thing ever. And then you do take those losses, but we were able to stand with it and show that you did belong to be there. So these guys are only getting like their first real taste of having people doubt them and question them and lose their sponsors, and no one picks up your phone calls anymore. Like I've been there in and out of that game a million times. But so what City Kickboxing proved this weekend is that we were not able to just do it with one generation. We were then able to back that up and have a whole bunch of new blood come in and perform at the highest level and do very well. And myself being inside of the gym, I got amateurs and at City Kickboxing that are kicking my ass every day. You know what I mean? So for generations and generations to come, I feel like the City Kickboxing gym will still be competing at the highest level of MMA.
Yeah, good on you. Good on the gym. Good on you and for leading the team. And I was going to say the walkway out for your trust as well, a really worthy thing that people need to check out. You guys are trying to get rid of the coward punch in New Zealand. Just quickly, a couple of fan questions and we out. Just looking through here. Any new Engage merch in the works? I always love the Dan Hooker tees. You got something cooking for this one, Dan?
I don't know. They usually just put my smashed up face on the t-shirt.
I reckon, dude, just a scratch.
I haven't had my face smashed up in a while, so I haven't had a new t-shirt. But no, I'm sure the boys will knock one out and get something put together for this fight.
Awesome. Are you going to run for Prime Minister when you retire from fighting? I feel like you're a man of the people, Dan. Would you ever go?
Oh, nah, I've got far too many skeletons in the closet for that, my friend.
No, not as many as some of the other leaders. Trust me. The hand, you said that it's feeling good. It's all good now. Good for grappling practice. Feels like it's fully healed now.
Yeah. I've been training. I've been training at 100% for a while. Just needed it all signed off by the doc, and he gave it to me, so we're good to go.
Awesome, man. Well, I'll tell you, dude. The fans are pumped about it. I'm pumped about it. It's all happening. Congratulations, dude. One step away from the title shot. Well deserved. And I'm happy to see you back in it, man. We'll get an update a little closer to it, but the big fight, man, that everyone's excited about, you and Arman Tsarukyan, that is going down in Qatar in the main event. And of course, if you guys are looking for your Engage stuff, check out Universal Store here in Australia. I think it might be New Zealand as well. You can get some stuff there too. We'll be keeping an eye open for the new Dan Hooker stuff. And of course, how's Zoe's channel going? Do we need to jump on there? Is there going to be any exclusive Fight Week camp kind of footage?
There will be, because she's put me back in the channel. I'm back. I got the all clear. She came with me to work yesterday. We posted a new video up. Posted a new video up just last night. So yep, Zoe Hooker TV's back in business.
Perfect.
Zoe
I'm going to link
Dan
that. I'm going to
Hooker
link that in the
TV.
description so people can
Zoe
check it out.
and Dan Hooker TV is back in business.
Oh, so she's put you in the name again.
I got back in the name. Her glory hogging days are finished.
That's what happens, man. You get a big fight, and, you know, Zoe gives you a second look. See, things are working out for you, brother. There he is, Dan Hooker. Thank you so much for joining me, man. I'm so proud of you, dude, and I can't wait for the big return.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for joining.
brother. Have a good one.